Welcome to the very last eClub of 2014.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. For the last 15 years, we've been selling you CPU, memory, hard disk, firewall, and an operating system. And now you call that cloud. And you want it. This is fantastic news. It's not as easy as your engineer sitting down in your department going and building a server for you, because it gets out of control. So we can actually now support not only these environments, but we can also support CloudStack, OpenStack, and VM WebSphere. We are now infrastructure agnostic orchestration.
The event is called Space 2.0 Disrupting the Final Frontier.
It is actually the world's biggest science project after the particle accelerator in Switzerland. But this is called the Square Kilometre Array Radio Telescope, and it really does transform some of the science around radio astronomy and our understanding of the universe, which means we can look a lot further into space and much closer to the edge of the ever-expanding universe. When there's 36 antennas operating in the prototype system, there'll be 70 terabits per second per antenna coming into the first element of processing. If that data coming off the antennas was unprocessed, and if you could store it on Blu-ray DVDs fast enough, the pile of Blu-ray DVDs would be growing at 60 kilometres an hour. Don't talk to me about big data problems. That is a big data problem.
I mean, I started looking at this stuff as a kid and falling in love with it. So I left my job in IT and said, I want to build a space industry in Australia because it doesn't exist here. Your phone has actually 80% of everything you need to build a satellite. We are about to enter the era of mass computing in space. 2,750 satellites in the next 5 years. Just to give you an idea, I think there's only about 1,000 working satellites in orbit right now. The long story short is, Australia has an opportunity to actually have a fair shot at winning the next space race. We just have to act now.
It's beautiful. Any publicity is good publicity, so bring it on.
It's really interesting, especially knowing what role Australia's got to play in the future of space.
The subject matter is brilliant. It seems a really good event. There's a lot of people here very interested in networking, and it's a very worthwhile event.
There was some of the talks and they were really interesting.
A great thank you for everyone who supports us, our partners, our customers, and our friends.
Thanks everyone. Merry Christmas. It's the end of eClub for another year. Thank you all for coming and have a really good night.
Thank you. See you next eClub.